Oh snap, what's out there? Oh. Let's do it. Oh snap, here we go guys. Oh my gosh, it's the Steam Deck. Okay, let's do this intro. What's up guys, this is FitDread, and I don't make videos very often, but this is a special case. This is the Steam Deck. So it's finally here. Finally, I get to unbox it, give you my first impressions. This is a first impressions and unboxing video. I got lots of things around me to kind of compare it to kind of see how I feel about it. I don't really know. I think I'm gonna love it. But what if I don't? What if I don't love it? So I got like a bunch of controllers. I want to see how the controller feels. I got the Nintendo Switch OLED. I want to kind of compare it to that a little bit. But you guys know me, I'm a PC gamer, and I'm very excited to be able to take my PC library on the go with me. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's bust it open. First things first, we're gonna just cut. Ooh, words. So I've obviously seen this online, like I've seen the whole situation, so I'm not going to be too surprised here. Attention, plug me in. Is that what this says? SD card, plug it in. I think I got it. So, ooh, here it is. So, okay, we got a box, we got a power brick, and then the Steam Deck itself inside its own packaging. I love how it comes with a case, by the way. Alright, so let's go ahead and the unveiling. Your games are going places. This has been a long time coming. I'm very excited. Still gonna be like critical of it if it's not good, but oh man, the smell. Yeah, that new device smell. First off, this is a nice case. What does it come with? Little sleeve. I guess this is for a power brick or something. I don't know. Looks pretty good. And then I guess I gotta cut this. Let's go ahead and give it the old. And oh man, this is a moment. Let's see if this is actually. Oh man, this is gonna be awesome. Okay. Look at this thing. Okay. Wow. Alright, let's set this off to the side for a second. This is a nice case. Okay, first impressions. Wow. This is serious. This is pretty cool. Hold on. I'm getting a feel. Ergonomics right away. Ergonomics feel really nice. Wow, even the D-pad, which I kind of expected. The D-pad and the ABXY, kind of expected them to not be ideal, but no, man, like, this is so much more ergonomic. Like, just taking the Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch is a nice device and all, but it is, like, tight. The Nintendo Switch is a tight, like, you can't get a grip on it, right? This guy, it's, like, solid. Like, you got a solid grip on this. Like, it is not going anywhere, son. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So, this is just my overall first impressions. Wow. Like, it feels nice. The plastic feels good. Sticks feel smooth. Pretty smooth. Just taking an Xbox, this is kind of like the gold standard right here. Xbox One Elite Controller Series 2. Which, honestly, this thing's a piece of junk. It doesn't last very long. Mine's had all kinds of issues. I've had to modify mine, open it up like 3 different times and fix it. The sticks on it are pretty freaking smooth. Let's see. Yeah, comparable sticks. Now, the cool thing about these sticks is they have capacitive touch on it. So some games, if you're touching the stick, you can get like gyro controls. I saw that in Doom. Pretty good. So let's see if it's got a charge. Doesn't look like it wants to come on. Now's a good time to bust out the old power situation. Here it is, USB-C. Now I bought a couple of, I have a 100-watt USB-C charger that I want to see if it works with this. Oh snap, there it is guys. So we have a Steam Deck logo coming up. Overall the weight of it, it's not bad. Like I haven't played for like 3 hours straight yet. So I don't know if over time it's going to be a little bit weighty. But, I mean, so far it feels reasonable for the weight. I think that the ergonomic improvement, it makes a big difference. Like, the ergonomic improvement, I think I would take over, like, the lighter weight of this. So I don't think it's that heavy or anything. Ooh, I can feel the haptic feedback when I touch these. Interesting. Oh, things are happening. I'm trying to get the camera so we can see it. So it says, welcome. Let's just go through this here. Let's give that a second to update. Let me just look at this case. So, I mean, this is pretty nice, dude. Comes with a little cleaning cloth. I don't really care about that. Guys, I got the most premium cleaning cloth right here. Although this is Apple cleaning cloth, isn't certified to work with this Steam Deck, so might tear it up. But anyway, that's a joke. So, yeah, I mean, this is a really nice case, guys. I am shocked that they included it. They really didn't have to do that. In fact, I just can't believe they did. Like, we already think they're losing money on these Steam Decks because of how cheap they are. Yet they include the cases anyway? It's crazy. I gotta hand it to Valve. That's really, really awesome that they include the case. Real quick, dude, I'm just gonna sit these side by side. The Switch is dwarfed by the Steam Deck. I mean, it's like the OLED Switch is obviously a lot prettier when it comes to like its screen, but I don't think the Steam Deck is bad. I don't know yet. We'll see. Guys, I can't get over like the ergonomics. Like, it feels like I have a solid grip on it. I'm like, my thumbs rest exactly where these sticks are. Like, it's just comfortable for me. This is obviously everyone's different, but for me specifically, like, my thumbs just like, when I'm gripping this thing, they just rest right on this thumbsticks. Same with the D-pad and the ABXY buttons, the face buttons. It just feels really good. The trackpads are a little bit lower, so I have to kind of shift a little bit, but like, I don't feel like that's an uncomfortable situation. The back buttons, they're kind of like right where I feel like I could push them. Yeah, I feel like I could push these in gameplay, configure the back buttons to whatever kind of thing I want them to be. Finally, we're here in the menu. So, let's just kind of go around. Let me turn the volume down a little bit. Okay. So, it's pretty fast. How do I scroll through it? Can I touchscreen? Touchscreen is not ideal. Looks like the D-pad works good. Ooh, I can go to search. I can go to Elden Ring. One of the things I don't like already, I'll probably get used to it, but like the way that the bumpers work, there's like this flat part up here, which you don't push. I'm just not used to where the bumpers are yet. Maybe I'll get used to it. The thing about the Elite controller or an Xbox controller is the bumpers are like the entire top. And I kind of got used to that. So when you pick up the Steam Deck, you have like this part of the top that is not bumper. And as a result, it's going to take some muscle memory. It's not like, it's probably not going to be a problem. All right, we're downloading a game, guys. Vampire Survivors, here we go. It's getting downloaded. This game is awesome, and I haven't played it in like a couple patches, so I probably have some cool stuff waiting for me in this game. All right, guys, so I'm trying to launch the game, and I'm already prompted with something that I really don't know what it is. It says, make a selection. And it says, play the game, play with Steam overlay enabled, and play with experimental lag fix. I'm just going to play the game and then see what happens. You know, it seems like it's Steam Cloud synced my preferences, so there's no music and the sound is very low. Yeah, I'm picking up where I left off, guys. This is like exactly the same spot. Like my Steam save synced up with my PC, so that's really cool. This game's not really going to be the best benchmark for it. How about we do this? Let's pull up the Steam overlay. I've never done this before. So this game is like a low demanding game, so I kind of expect it to be very, very good on battery. So let's actually see if that's a fact. Okay, so in the top left, I put game scope. So now I can see what the projected battery life is, how much FPS I'm getting, and the CPU and GPU performance, as well as current battery life. So right now we're pulling 10 watts, whatever. The numbers don't really matter. What does matter is time remaining. And right now playing this game, it says I got 3 hours and 15 minutes. This is playing at like full brightness, I think. Let me see. Okay, we're not quite full, so we're a little bit... There we go, full brightness. So let's just Keep going. Oh yeah, tearing it up, dude. Interesting. You can see when your friends, your little Steam notifications pop up. Okay, so I did just get a lag spike. So interesting. That might be why we saw that thing on the screen that was like Steam lag fix or whatever. Do you want to launch the game or do you want to launch it with lag fix? That could be why that's there. I mean, so far this gameplay experience feels really good. This is running at 60 frames per second. I don't think lowering the frame rate at all, I don't think that's going to actually make a difference. But let's just find out. If I ever want to like frame limit the game, I can go into the quick settings menu. And then supposedly I can go into here. Here we go, frame limit. And then I can just change it to 30. Let's see what happens. Okay, the game's definitely 30. Let's keep going. It definitely feels less smooth. The battery life on this game stayed the same, really. So, this is a game where you can definitely pull off 60. So let's just go back up. I mean, this feels really good. This gaming experience right now is like... This game is like the perfect Steam Deck game. It really is. It's so simple, but it is fun. Okay, so this is interesting. So I'm trying Monster Hunter Rise, and it says Steam Deck compatibility. Valve is still learning about Monster Hunter Rise. We do not currently have further information regarding Steam Deck compatibility. Well, I know for a fact, based on how other people have, other people have tried this game, they said it works great, so let's try it. I've played a lot of this game, so this is going to be a great test to see if this thing's any good. Honestly, because the new DLC expansion pack's coming out for it, Sunbreak, this summer, probably this month. If not this month, next month. So I'm very excited to see how Monster Hunter runs on this device. Alright, this is great. So my Steam Cloud synced up, and I'm able to just launch my game that I had on my PC right here on the deck. And right away, guys, oh my god, this is awesome. So, like, so far so good, guys. This is 60 frames per second. I have this game on the Switch, and I can only play, like, 30 frames per second on the Switch, and it drives me nuts. I'm somebody that really likes to play Monster Hunter at 60 frames, and, I mean, this is just so smooth. It is just crisp. I haven't changed any graphics settings or anything, but, like, I mean, this is... I don't remember how to play. Let's see. Yeah, boy! It's like I almost forgot how to play. So, I mean, so far, man, this looks like it's going to be a good hunting experience. Let me just get out there. Okay, I felt a little bit of lag there, but that's just like kind of beginner's lag. Let's see how jumping about feels. Alright, so right now we're in a map. And, yeah, so far so good. I got 60 frames right now. Let's see if it keeps it. It honestly should, considering this game was a Switch game, and I don't know. Oh, I saw 59 frames there. So I did feel it a little bit when it dipped. So let's see what graphics settings we have the game set. It's weird because I have the game set to 1280 by 800. So it only lets me pick between 16 by 9 and 21 by 9 aspect ratios. You see that? So it really needs to support 16 by 10. So right now the graphics settings to average, let's go all the way up. And immediately I heard the fan kick on. So we're looking at, right now, 55 frames. I heard the fan kick on. It looks like it died down a little bit. But yeah, so like obviously the game at like your high settings, it's not going to hit 60. But one thing people recommend to do is use the new feature they've just added, which is to change the refresh rate on the fly. So what you can do is you can set your refresh to be something like 50 or 40. So let's go ahead and give that a try, because maybe if I can't get a solid 60 at all times, maybe I can get a solid 50. So let's try that. Oh god, maybe after I, hold on, I got a intruder alert. Alright, right. Here we go. Ooh. Guys, I forget how to hunt. But we back in it, boys! Ooh! Oh, man, dude. I'm already getting the mount, dude. I'm getting the mount. So, right now, I mean... Guys, I forget how to play this game. How do I move? Oh, yeah. Duh. Get wrecked! Get wrecked, my dude. Okay, so far so good, man. I'm pounding it. Oh, yeah. Boom! Headshot. I mean, this is so good. I didn't get to change my frame rate or nothing. Ooh! Look at that. I mean, this feels amazing, guys. Like, playing the game on the Switch was always a big disappointment. Not because of the graphics, but because of the frame rate. Like, I just legitimately hated playing Monster Hunter at 30 frames per second after playing it at, like, 60 plus with Monster Hunter World on PC. And not only that, but on the new 3DS, if you played Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, you could get 60 frames per second on the 3DS. So I'm used to enjoying Monster Hunter at a higher frame rate, and the Steam Deck just gives it to you. I can tell you right now, this has already become like the definitive Monster Hunter portable way to play Monster Hunter portably. Like, the Switch just doesn't cut it, and like this is just way better. And like ergonomically, like the screen isn't gonna beat the Switches, but like this just kills, like it just kills it. The controller is something I'm still getting used to. It's just a different shape than I'm used to, right? What do the touchpads do? Interesting. So this touchpad on the right kind of acts like a trackpad, or it kind of moves like the right stick would. Interesting. What's the left one do? Nothing. So interesting. So let's get out of this combat real quick, because I could sit here all day and just kill every monster. This is what the deck is meant to do, though. The fans aren't that bad in this game right now. I mean, I'm at 60 frames per second, still at the high graphics setting, kind of tickling with like 55, 60 frames, and like the fans, I mean, you can hear it, but like once you're playing a game, you just don't really pay attention to it. At least if you're playing with like the speakers or headphones or something. Now, this game isn't the most demanding, though, so we'll see what happens if I fire up, like, Elden Ring or something. Let's see how easy it is to change to, like, the 40 frames per second mode. This is really... here we go, refresh rate. Let's go 50. Boop, instantly changed, and right now we're locked to 50. Still feels pretty smooth, and it's supposed to save you a little bit of battery, too, if you lower your refresh. So, like, right now, 50 feels pretty good. 50 isn't quite as smooth as 60, but it is good. Let's go down. Let's see how low we can take it. All right, now we're at 40, and honestly, it's not that big a difference. Like, you can feel the difference. 40 feels way better than 30. I can say that definitively. Let's go to 30 just to feel that difference. Alright, now we're at 30. Yeah, this is like a slideshow to me. I can't believe I was playing Monster Hunter Rise on the Switch at 30 frames. I know that sounds like elitist, but like, once you experience the smooth butteriness of like something better, yeah, like, let me go to 40 frames right now and see how big of a difference that is compared to 30. Alright? Oh my god, 40 frames is way better than 30 frames. And you're still getting battery life improvements. Like, I think I just got like 25 minutes of extra battery. Like, okay, right now at 40 frames, it says I get like an hour and 27 minutes of battery. And that's just right here. In this game, this scenario, an hour and 30 minutes. Let's see what happens to the battery life estimate once I go back to 60. All right, back to 60. All right, game's a lot smoother now. And honestly, I'll probably play this game at 60 because if I can, I will. You know what I mean? But just because I like Monster Hunter that much. But like, wow, the battery life estimate is dipping. So I just lost like 30 minutes of battery life. You know, right now I'm at 59% battery. I've been playing around with this thing, downloading games. And like, wow, now I'm at under an hour. So like, if I were to just suck it up and play like, you know, at 40 frames, which honestly is a pretty good experience compared to 30. Like, it's way better than 30. I would get like 30 extra minutes of battery life just like that. So like, honestly, it's kind of a sick in-between. I didn't believe the hype, but I think I'm on board with that 40 FPS hype, that 40 hertz hype. But let's go ahead and do a couple more games just for the first impression and see what we think. That's weird. The game actually has back buttons configured by default. Ooh, ah! Alright, come on. Ooh, it's been a while since I played Rocket League. Let's go. Oh, man. It's like riding a bike. You just, There we go, there we go. Set it up. Oh, oh, oh. Save it. Ooh! Ooh, this is fun. Alright. Obviously, this is a game that's also on the Switch. Honestly, this is better than the Switch. I'll tell you that right now. The Switch controllers, like, I just can't get comfortable on a Switch. Not for, like, a game like this. Not for, like, a competitive game. Speakers sound pretty good. Fans aren't kicking on. It says we're running at 60 frames. Solid. I haven't changed the graphics settings at all, but it looks crisp. Rocket League's good, you know. It seems like this is a pretty good device, you know. But what if you're a degenerate? What happens then? I ain't gonna lie, I got lots of visual novels. So we're gonna go ahead and try one that I'm working on. Nekopara, dude. Let's see how degenerate you can get with the Steam Deck. Oh my god. Wow. Well, I think it's proven. You can definitely play a visual novel on this, and you'll get great battery life. You're looking at 3 hours and 21 minutes on 60% charge. That's pretty good. I mean, you're gonna get like a full, you know what I'm saying? Like you can definitely play some visual novel action on this. Visual novels confirmed. All right, back to Rimworld, guys. I finally got it downloaded. Let's see if it will play. Very interesting though. I think the trackpad feels pretty good. This one, ooh, what? What? Dude, they got like a Steam profile built in. So a couple things about Rimworld. The save I'm going to load is very late game, and there's a lot of stuff going on. This thing lags out. My PC can play it just fine, but like it lags out my MacBook. Kind of run Rimworld on everything. It's kind of like a benchmark tool for me because it's a CPU bottleneck, right? Mostly single core. So I'm really curious to see how the Steam Deck handles this test. All right, guys, so right away, I'm lagging. So hold on, wait a minute. It's clearing up a little bit. Can I zoom in and out? Do I have to pinch? Do I have to, like, how do I zoom in and out? Ooh, okay. So right now I'm looking at, like, if I zoom all the way out, I'm getting like 20 frames at paused. I'm not even playing the game yet. So, and then I zoom in a little bit, I can get like 30 frames. This, like, you can see how busy this map is. There is a lot going on. Okay, so I finally kind of like get the game settled in, and I'm looking at 45 frames paused. If I unpause, I'm like at 19, so I can zoom in and kind of see what's going on. It's cool because the left stick kind of ends up moving the map around. Yeah. I could see me using the radial quite a bit to be able to access key things. Touching it doesn't activate it. You have to push in and click. And then you can open different menus, whatever. Okay. You know, I'm actually kind of impressed. I didn't think it would be this, like, the control scheme is what I'm impressed with. The performance could be better, but the fact that, like, I have so many options at my disposal here, like I have a play pause button, I have like a zoom functionality with the triggers, I have a joystick that lets me move the map around, I have hotkeys for like go back and forward, like to exit stuff. Like, I'm impressed with the mouse movement. That's something that, you know, could be better. I have a touchscreen though, and I have this pretty decent trackpad. So, I mean, overall, like, that's pretty, like, I could play this. Wow, and I can see already the back buttons have a couple things mapped to them. I could probably play Rimworld like this, honestly. Not with this intense, huge map, but like maybe like smaller scenarios, smaller games. I think that like I could honestly enjoy this. And because like the bigger your game is, the more it's gonna lag. So like you could play a medium to small game. This game I'm playing right now is absolutely huge. You could do it, but you're not gonna be able to speed up the game beyond like 1x speed, which oftentimes at late game you want to speed it up. So this is actually a pretty good performance. I gotta say, I'm I'm overall impressed being able to play Rimworld like this. Like, it's kind of cool. It's honestly kind of cool. And Rimworld's a PC exclusive. Like, this is the power of the Steam Deck, being able to take a game so renowned like Rimworld that I have over 1,000 hours in, and being able to take it with you like in a package like this. And I don't know, man, it's kind of magic. Here's another one. I've already beat this game, but this is the definitive edition of it. This is Dragon Quest XI. Now, I really like Dragon Quest. In fact, this is probably going to be one of the strongest categories of games to work really well on the Steam Deck. And that's like your JRPGs and your RPGs, games like that. Okay, so right into the game, we're looking at 60 frames. It kind of took a minute. I can definitely get 40-some frames looking in the wrong spot. So I'm in a town right now. So, okay, we're walking around. We got like 40 frames right here. We're looking at 50. It's not bad. This game, I haven't tweaked the settings at all, so who knows how good or bad those graphic settings are. Let's check it out. Anti-aliasing makes things look bad in this game. I'm going to turn it off. Yeah, that looks way better. Sharpness in the game is actually like pretty decent. You're looking at an hour of play right now on this game using, it's at half battery right now. So you only get an hour of play. That's not very much. That's not very much. This, because it's an RPG, you're probably better off playing in like a 40 hertz mode. So let's switch to 40 hertz and see what kind of battery life it says we get. Okay, so I'm in 40 hertz mode. I'm getting like 37, 40 frames a second. Yeah, I mean, I didn't really get a lot of gains out of that, but like honestly, the game's kind of demanding, it looks like, in some areas. This is one of those worst case scenario games, it seems like. I'm only getting an hour of time remaining on the estimate, so that's at 50%. So if an hour at 50%, that's like 2 hours of gameplay. Let's go to 30 frames, see what we get. Alright, so we're at 30 frames. At 30 frames per second, it's still about an hour, so there's probably just this game in particular. Alright, I played around, I turned on variable rate shading, I lowered the wattage to 7 watts, and we're looking at an hour and a half right now, an hour and 35 minutes, 33 minutes. So you can definitely get some battery life gains if you're willing to tweak. If you're not willing to tweak, well, you're probably going to get, in worst case scenario, probably like 2.5 hours of game out of this. So definitely keep your charger nearby, because you might want to, you know, for extended. I know I'm definitely a gamer, so I spend a lot of time on playing video games. So I will definitely eat through the battery life in one of these. But that being said, I always got my various USB-C chargers, so I think that I'll be okay. But I think that if there was a Steam Deck 2, yeah, battery life improvements would be nice. Although, I'm not sure yet whether or not sacrificing weight to do it would be a good move. Because it's kind of, right now, I feel like it's not heavy. I'm kind of resting my arms here on my desk to play it, and I'm kind of propped up. But if I was just kind of like playing on the couch like this with my arms kind of extended, or if I was playing on the couch with my arms kind of extended like this, I'm not sure if, you know, over time I'd kind of get tired because of the weight. You know, we'll see over time if the ergonomics and the weight are, I guess, ideal. Let's wrap it up. This is the Steam Deck. My first impression is pretty positive. I don't know what it'll be like over time, but so far, so good. I mean, this is exactly what I thought it was going to be. A way for me to play my Steam games on the go. And so far, it's really cool how it works. I haven't really spent an extended time with it, but I really, really want to play it all weekend. For the next couple weeks, I'll be playing it non-stop. Throwing up emulators, trying different software tweaks, see if I can get like TeamSpeak and Discord on it, trying it with Bluetooth headphones, trying it on my TV, using things like this USB-C dock, not dock, but you know what I'm saying, dongle, to be able to get it to like output to a TV, using things like Bluetooth keyboard, and a wireless mouse solution, seeing what it's like with gamepads. You know, I got my 8BitDo gamepad. I don't think it's a perfect device. I did run into a little bit of software jank when installing things and things like that. But I mean, when in the games, I mean, as long as they're not like super demanding, it's gonna be like an indie game heaven, basically, to be able to play on the go. Some of your JRPGs maybe you haven't had time to play. playing some of the more modern games. Maybe you want a Steam Cloud with your main PC and be able to like play, you know, a hardcore Elden Ring session at your main PC, and then maybe you don't want to be sitting at your desk all day, so you want to sit downstairs on the couch and just kind of chillax with the Steam Deck. It's going to let you do that. So far, so good on the Steam Deck. I think this is really, really cool. I think the controller is better than I expected. The screen is acceptable, but it's not great. Not as good as the OLED Switch screen, but it definitely isn't a bad screen. I think that it's suitable for what it is. The speakers sound really good. The input method, like I said, feels really good. The ergonomics are great. I can definitely play my games with this. Very surprised with how well Rimworld worked. I'm sure Factorio will work just as well as Rimworld, if not maybe even better. The trackpads, the configurability on them, that's super, super cool. But we'll see. I'm going to do an actual full form review, and it's going to come out maybe in a couple weeks. We'll see what I can do with the Steam Deck from now until then. But expect like a seriously hardcore review where I break down all the Linux stuff. I talk about all the different types of games, from emulators to Steam games to GOG games to maybe Epic Game Store games. What all the different options there are available, I'm going to be doing them. So that's been the Steam Deck. Comment down below, what did you think about my review? Let me know, and I'll see you in the next video.